Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Manchester United versus FC Twente. The first time that we face them in Europe. FC Twente are on somewhat of a decent run in their respective league. They've just beaten Almere City 5-0, and before then they won a game 2-0, but they started the season a little bit slow at the start. We're having a draw, loss, and then a draw. Scored quite a few goals in the league as well, but it is the first time that we will be facing them. They nearly qualified for Champions League football, but they got knocked out by Red Bull Salzburg in the playoff games. Very interesting one. I'm sure Erik knows a lot about them, and I'm sure Anthony knows a lot about them as well, along with Mazraoui, De Ligt, and those players, and Onana. What I am going to say is my starting 11 is going to surprise a few people. I'm telling you right now, I've made some changes in my starting 11 based on the recent fixtures and the recent results of Manchester United, and just watching how Erik is playing and how he is getting the routines into the team, the chances that we're creating. I have decided to this week give you a bit of different type of starting lineup that I would personally go with. Normally, week to week, I give you a lineup that I think Erik is going to pick, mixed with a bit of what I would want to see as well. But this week, I'm strictly keeping what I would want to see, and it is not what the manager is going to pick. It is going to be probably very different to a lot of people, and I'm going to give you my reasonings why. Also, just a very quick start as well. Manchester United have lost just one of their 9 home games against Dutch opponents across all competitions. So hopefully this is not one stat that Erik goes and breaks again. He's breaking quite a few of negative results and negative records as it is, so I hope this one's not it. But swiftly moving on, my lineup that everybody wants to know. In goal, I'm gonna go with Bayinde, not Onana. Yes, I've made a big change and a big jump there. I think Bayinde did really well against Barnsley, and I think he deserves to show some minutes and show some improvement and what he can bring in a European game as well. So I would go with Bayinde in goal. I'm going with the back line that we have been playing all season. Dalot, Mazraoui, De Ligt, Martinez, plain and simple. I hope Martinez doesn't do silly actions like he did against Palace, where he's bunny hopping trying to challenge someone in their final third. But I think I'm very happy with the back line so far. The only changes is buying there and there. The midfield is going to surprise a few people. I would like to play in midfield Ugarte, Eriksen, and Xerxes. And I think between Eriksen and Xerxes, they would be able to keep the ball very well. Something that I've noticed from Joshua Xerxes is he's very good with linking up with players. He's very good with back to goal. He's aerially not that much of a threat, and that's a weakness of his, along with Rasmus Højlund as well. But I think we want to keep the ball very well this game, and when we do keep the ball very well, we actually look like a dangerous team. We look like we can create some chances. There's obviously context to the chances that we create. The chances may not be the best chances that we create. They might not be the clear-cut chances. But based on what I'm seeing after the Southampton and also after the Barnsley game, I think it's only fair and right that we see a different sort of midfield that doesn't include Mr. Grenade Launcher Bruno Fernandes. And a lot of conversations have been having around him. A lot of people are saying it's only one game, it's only this season, blah blah blah. He's on this, he's our savior. But let's just play some football without Bruno Fernandes. We won't be any worse off. He's not our top goal scorer. He's not our top assister. He's having a down run at the moment. Absolutely no reason, not to try a different midfield, because either way we will keep the ball better and we will bring other players into play who will probably end up scoring a couple goals. So let's try that. I would also not be unhappy if we decided to go with Eriksen, Mino, Ugarte. We'll bring that midfield up on the screen. Let me know in the comments what you think as well. But anything that doesn't involve Bruno Fernandes and Casemiro, just to see out a different midfield competition. Nothing against Casemiro, by the way, because Casemiro can definitely defend, can definitely make a good pass as well. We've seen that. But I just wanted to change things up a little bit in this particular game, especially against FC Twente. We're more than favourites to be beating them, right? In the front line, I'm going to go with Rashford in the middle, Ahmad on the right-hand side, and as weird as it sounds, I'm going to go with Anthony on the left. People are going to come out guns blazing for me saying, why Anthony? Why this? Oh my God, what's he done? He's a shocking signing. He doesn't deserve to start for Manchester United. But Anthony knows FC Twente. You know, he's played against them. He keeps the ball well. No matter how bad you think he is, he will keep the ball better than Alejandro Garnacho. Rashford as the 9 because I think Rashford and Xerxes link up really well. That's why I would like to play Xerxes as like a second striker, as a cam, because the link up between Xerxes and Rashford has been refreshing to see. And on top of that, Ahmad on the other side, I think it's very natural that Ahmad plays because, again, he's a player that keeps the ball really well. You know, is able to be a man, is able to create some chances, and his output is very, very good. So that would be my starting lineup. The only thing I would probably change in midfield is I'll probably bring on Kobe for Eriksen, or you know, Kobe for Xerxes, and push Eriksen further forward, and I'd still be happy with that. I just don't want to see Bruno Fernandes hoofing the ball anymore. And against Palace, it was so tiring to see in big 2024 that we're using players to hoof ball to Rashford and hoping for the best. And it wasn't even like we were getting loads of players in the box and hoofing the ball. It was just unnecessary hoofing. And against FC Twente at home, look, we're probably going to win the game. It's probably 99% chance that we're going to win the game. And a lot of fans are going to say we're back, and Manchester United are back to winning ways, and Palace was just a blip. But the fact is, it's not just winning the game, it's how we're winning the game is the biggest question. Reason why I was so happy after the Southampton game, I was so happy after the Barnsley game. We need to do more of that. A lot of people are saying, you know, we found our level and this, that, the other, but if we beat FC Twente, maybe people will come back and say, you know, that is our level. These are the teams that we can beat. But when it comes to the mid-table, tough oppositions in the Premier League, we're not able to beat them. The Europa League is definitely Eriksen's competition, especially at these stages. I've said that already. Eriksen has to play. He talks about rotation, Erik ten Hag. Let's keep Eriksen on the pitch. He creates chances. He's really good at protecting the ball. We keep the ball in the opposition's half, and that's what we need. You've got Ugarte behind him in my midfield to help him break up the play, to help him, you know, get the ball from Ugarte, and he's got an abundance of legs and that physicality that some parts of which Eriksen is lacking because he's not in his prime anymore. So that's why I've put Ugarte, and Xerxes I've already explained. I think Anthony, left-footed left winger, I think that benefits the team a lot. We're not spamming crosses enough in the box, and we're not getting the ball hard and low in the box enough. I think having Xerxes and Rashford link up, Xerxes playing off Rashford, getting into the box, Ahmad crossing the ball in, whipping the ball in, Anthony whipping the ball in. That's the type of football that will definitely help us get 3 or 4 goals in a game. And maybe, just maybe, we've come to realize that Alejandro Garnacho is just not ready to be starting for Manchester United. Nobody can safely tell me that they look at Alejandro Garnacho and they see that he can be that player that can start a game firing. He's an impact player as of now, and let's keep him as an impact player. On the other hand, Marcus Rashford coming off the bench against Palace, we didn't really see much. Marcus is much better starting the games, and he has a lot more impact on a game if he's starting. So let's keep that going as well. He's got a good few goals in the last few games. Let's keep him firing. Let's keep him sharp. Let's keep his confidence up. Ahmad, he's not really going to be the guy that's going to be giving you a lot of goals in a season. We don't know yet, really. He's not had a full season with Manchester United. But one thing we do know is he can create chances. He's calm on the ball. He's good in tight areas. He's the one baller, apart from Kobe Mino, real baller that's left in Manchester United. So yeah, that's my starting 11. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. I don't really think anybody in the FC Twente team is going to be a danger to us, apart from the one player that's played in the Premier League prior, and his name, he played under Norwich years ago in the Premier League. Ricky van Wincklin, I think you pronounce. I don't know. Ricky van Wolf. He's 35 years old. You know, he's a bench player now for FC Twente. I don't think he's gonna be any headache. And along with that, their striker. Lamers, again, not really on crazy form at the moment for FC Twente. But then FC Twente does have Sem Stegen, their central attacking midfielder, who's in really good form this season. He scored 5 goals in 3 games in the Eredivisie, and I think he's the one to watch out for. And if we can get Ugarte on him, I think we'll be just fine. 22-year-old midfielder. I don't think he's going to cause us too much problem. I think we have the quality and the ability in our squad to be able to dispatch FC Twente. But it is football, and upset can happen. And if an upset happens, we will be there. On Tuesday, I will be live from the stadium, bringing you live player entrances 4 hours before kickoff. The stream is already scheduled, so make sure you tune in for that. And also, I'll be bringing you player exits post the full-time whistle as well, live from the stadium. So lots of content every day for you guys to enjoy. Make sure you like the video if you haven't already. Make sure you comment down below if you agree or disagree with my starting 11, if you would change anything, and the reasonings why. I will go through the comments and maybe bring them up on some streams as well. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Last week it was 60% of you who watched the video who haven't subscribed to the channel. This week it is 58%. It's going really well. If we can keep smashing that, I would really appreciate it. Thank you all for your support, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.